take number 3 on this one. So, Saturday I was trying to get you a little bit of a drunk one, but I was too drunk by then, and I was just bitching about how I didn't get to do enough karaoke, and maybe for the lost episodes we'll throw that one on there. But now I think it's time that we discuss information, knowledge, the difference between fact and your beliefs. I mean, first and foremost, there's a thing called absolute fact or an absolute, something that's undeniable. I mean, it's hard to deny that 2 plus 2 equals 4. It's hard to deny that oxygen sustains life. It's hard to deny that the earth revolves around the sun. It's hard to deny that, the earth is round. No matter what them earthers tell you, it's round, guys. I mean, it is. The thing that gets me about people is they think just because they believe it strongly that it's fact. That's not necessarily the case. For instance, one big instance is you can believe that Adam came from dust and Eve came from his rib all day long. You can believe it until the day you die wholeheartedly. But that does not make it fact. That makes it a religious theory. Okay? It's not even really a good theory. Okay? Odds are, if you're basing your facts on what comes from the Bible, odds are you're probably not really close. Now, if you're basing your ethics and your morals on what comes from the Bible, that's okay. I mean, the golden rule, do unto others, all that good stuff, that's a good way to live. But if we're talking about facts, you're not going to get it at church, okay? Now, the thing is that I understand. See, this is going to be a tough thing because in America, you are allowed to believe what you want to believe. That's what makes us great. We are great because you're allowed to believe what you want to believe. But the problem comes in is when you take what you believe and have that affect me. So if you believe that you're better than everyone else just because you're white, why should everybody else have to pay for that ignorance? Because it is ignorance. It's not a fact. You're not better than anyone else because you're white. You're not better than anyone else because you're Christian. You're not better than anyone else because you're educated or you were born in a rich family or you have a pedigree. You're not better than anyone. That's not fact. That's just your belief. Me, for instance, I hold a couple of beliefs that probably set me apart from other people. For instance, me getting drunk. Sometimes I think that, I need to get drunk. That doesn't necessarily make it a fact. That's just what I believe to be true. Um, if it, Here's the thing, folks, and I want to make this very clear. We have to come to the point where we find what is true. And I'm going to use Trump again because I'm going to use him until he's gone. And then I'll use something else. It is a fact he's a rich boy. It is a fact that he does not live in the world that the rest of us do. He's not bright. He's just not. You can tell by looking at him. You can tell by seeing him talk. Now, he got inside in your heart where your beliefs are, and he started tugging on them beliefs. And what happened is that them beliefs all of a sudden became fact. Well, the things he talks about women are not fact. The things he talks about Muslims are not fact. It doesn't make you better to be a Christian. That's not a fact. Sometimes, actually, I know Christians that are worse than Muslims. KKK people, for instance. I mean, the thing is, folks, that we have to come together and find what is right. And we can't find what is right if your ignorance is in the way. And we especially can't find what's right if your ignorance is backed up by guns and wanting to act tough, because that's what you're doing now. You're just acting like, oh, I can't be wrong. Well, I can't be wrong. There's no way I'm wrong. Well, you are wrong. You're wrong. I'm not saying that I'm altogether right, but I'm saying you're wrong. What he's done since he started becoming president, he started making fun of disabled people and women and Muslims and America and everybody. And you guys just ate it up and made it fact. And it's not fact. Then he came along and said, well, there's fake news. He is okie-doking, you guys. And until you come to the point where you can be honest with yourself and say, okay, well, maybe I don't know as much as I think I know. Maybe, maybe I don't have a monopoly on the truth. Because the truth is, you don't have a monopoly on the truth. Thank you for your time. You have a good day.